David has extensive corporate experience. He was also CEO of a biotech company called PanBio, and they were in medical diagnostics. Under David's guidance, PanBio became a very profitable company. He turned it around with his team, I guess. And they also won an export award at that time. And when PanBio was bought out, David went on to other things.
So what I'd really like to do is just give you a bit of a smorgasbord of some of my experiences in the strategy sort of sphere in various companies and organisations, and a little bit about not only sort of corporate things, but a little bit about how you do that in life, because that's definitely something we can all do, and it's a bit silly to totally divorce your life from your corporate world, because they do intersect.
I think both for a business and personally, everyone really needs to think strategically and have a plan for the future. And what I've found is the sort of plans that I had for the future they were fairly simple plans, one-page plans, led as a blueprint to the first company I was involved in, PanBio, a mosquito-borne diagnostics company.
It was a matter of the money's going to run out, we've got to get out there and get these products on the market. We had no preconceived idea from coming from other companies how long or how difficult it was to bring products to market. And it was a matter of survival, so we did it. We developed a culture of speed to market, and also had a good culture at actually knowing what the market was like. So really market focused and very little capital. Probably a really good ingredient to start an innovative company.
I also had a longer plan for another organisation that was more socially responsive, which I called Novogenesis at the time. And Novogenesis basically invested time and money into start-up companies that had social or environmental bent, and tried to marry the worlds of business, philanthropy and social entrepreneurship. And one of those businesses that came out of that journey is called Papyrus. It's a totally sustainable way of making paper and building products from waste banana trees. And using the experience from the past, I was able to help list that company on the Australian Stock Exchange. And that was about 5 years ago. I'm chairman of the board of the company now. And it's likely to have a huge impact, more than anything I could comprehend, on global emissions and pollution, and will completely change a number of industries going forward into the future. Most of my experience has been with small startup enterprises. Usually limited in resources, so what you lack in resources you make up with in innovation, networking, being nimble. I mean, the classic thing with large organisations that might seem daunting as competitors is that they're a bit like dinosaurs. The brain doesn't communicate to the limbs effectively, and if there's a major catastrophe, they're the first to go. They just can't adapt. Whereas the smart, small, nimble enterprises are the ones that can adapt and change really quickly, particularly if they've got some plans for possible futures, which is part of strategic planning.
So I think in business, timing's really critical. There's no real reward sometimes for being too early. That's dangerous and painful. There's definitely not a lot of rewards for being too late. So you've got to have that sixth sense of the environment. Is this the right time to be doing this, or do you pull it back and put it on the back burner?